I've spent 5 days with the new iPad, and very soon I'll have a review video for you to enjoy. But with retail availability just around the corner, I figured I'd take what I've learned over the last few days and put together a video answering some of your most asked questions. Hi, I'm Michael Josh, your gadget matchmaker, and over the last decade, I've made it my job to show people around the world that tech can be easy, fun, and exciting. On this channel, I give you special access to the products I review, the events I attend, and all the interesting people I get to meet along the way. So, if you're shopping for a new iPad, give this channel a like and subscribe, and I'll help you find the right iPad to match your needs. Here's what I learned after spending about a week with the new iPads. On the outside, the new iPad Air looks just like the last two iterations. It will even fit in older cases, which is great news if you're upgrading. In fact, I'm using mine with an older case from many seasons ago. The big news, quite literally, is that there's also a 13-inch model. I personally love that Apple is giving us choice. And now you don't need to spend on the pricier Pro models if you like your tablets large. Inside, the most important upgrade is the M2 chip, which compared to M1 on the previous model, has a faster CPU, GPU, and perhaps most importantly, a neural engine that's 40% faster. So it can keep up with all the AI tools built into your favorite apps. The front camera has also been moved to the side, which is a more ideal placement for video calls. That's become the new standard, so you'll also find it on the iPad Pro. And for the same price, you get double the amount of base storage, so now the $599 model comes with 128 gigabytes of storage. If you own the previous model and it still meets your needs, then I say hold off for another 2 years. I got my mom the 4th generation iPad Air when it came out back in 2020, so it's definitely time for her to get a new one. If you're in the market for a new iPad, I still highly recommend the Air. It's the iPad for most people. And now there's even that 13-inch model, which I love, especially for watching videos on the plane. Where do I begin? There's a lot to talk about when it comes to the iPad Pro. This is possibly the biggest update it's gotten. And I'll deep dive when I publish my review, so make sure you're subscribed. TLDR, it's got OLED displays for the first time. Apple is calling it Ultra Retina XDR. And in person, it's stunning. I love the deeper blacks and the rich, vibrant colors. And it's super bright too, hitting a peak brightness of 1000 nits, which is ideal for consuming HDR content. This is achieved by stacking two panels on top of each other. Apple is calling them tandem displays. And driving that is the M4 chip, which Apple is choosing to launch on the iPad Pro instead of a Mac computer. And of course, as expected, it's faster all around. The next few weeks are going to be really busy, not just because of videos like this one, but also because I will be traveling to different countries for 2 months, which is why I couldn't be more excited when TESSAN reached out and asked if we could partner. I'm already in the middle of planning and packing for my trip, so I wholeheartedly agreed. Meet the TESSAN World Travel Adapter. My new favorite travel accessory. It's an all-in-one charger that I can use in over 200 countries and regions, which is perfect because the trips I have coming up include San Francisco, Paris, Dubai, London, Taipei, and Manila, all of which use different types of sockets. It's super easy to use. Just push the button that corresponds to the adapter that you need and plug it into the wall. And while there are many travel adapters out there, what I really love about TESSAN is its built-in USB fast chargers. I got the 65-watt model, which includes 2 USB-A and 2 USB-C ports, so I can charge up to 5 devices at the same time using just one wall outlet. A single USB-C port offers a maximum output of 35 watts, while the USB-A port hits a maximum of 12 watts. So even if I don't travel with a separate fast charger, I'm confident my iPhone 15 Pro Max can get up to 45% in just 30 minutes. If you're a world traveler just like me, the TESSAN travel adapter is a must. The 65-watt model retails for $39.99. Make sure to use our links in the description box below. This tiny gadget is the 7th generation iPod Nano, which Apple launched way back in 2012. At 5.4 millimeters, it was the thinnest device that Apple made, until they made this 5.1 millimeter thin 13-inch iPad Pro. Can you believe what they've been able to squeeze into this ultra slim form factor? It's definitely an engineering marvel. That said, for me, the real win here is how light it actually feels, especially for a device that's meant to be held and not just propped on a stand. There's also some criticism on the internet that the Pro is now lighter than the Air, and they do have a point. Apple products with the word Air in them are usually lighter and thinner. All I can say is hopefully this reduction in thickness comes to other Apple devices as well as the next iPad Air. New to the iPad Pro this year is the option to pay extra for a Nano-Texture display, which gives the iPad a matte screen. Similar options are offered on the Apple Studio Display and Pro Display XDR. On the iPad Pro, it costs $100 extra and requires that you purchase the more pricey 1 or 2 terabyte models. So, should you go for the standard glossy screen or a matte screen? Before I answer the question, let's talk about the way Nano-Texture displays are made. They're etched at a microscopic level so that the glass scatters the light and reduces reflection. I personally love this iPad with the matte display. It still maintains the rich, vibrant colors its OLED panel produces, but has a frosted-like finish to it. Side by side, I'd say the glossy display is punchier, but most of the time, I hardly notice a difference. I'd like to say that when you rub your fingers over it, it feels smoother, but could just be me. But it doesn't have an effect when using the Apple Pencil. I thought that maybe the matte texture was going to change the way the display feels, similar to what the paper-like screen protector does, creating some friction when writing. But nope, after having used both, there really isn't a difference when using an Apple Pencil. Yep, Apple took away the ultra-wide-angle camera on the iPad Pro after bringing it back last year. I don't really use mine very often, so I don't mind as much, but I would have also loved if they decided to keep it and give the iPad Pro the ability to take spatial video. That circle you see underneath the rear camera is the LiDAR sensor repositioned, and on the second column, a new ambient light sensor that helps the iPad determine the best brightness settings, a new True Tone flash, and a microphone. That new flash is used in conjunction with AI to supposedly make document scans look better. To do this, open the Notes app, tap the camera icon, and scan documents. If you're picking up a new iPad Air or new iPad Pro, you have two options for Apple Pencil: the $129 Apple Pencil Pro and the $79 Apple Pencil USB-C. It's also worth pointing out that Apple is still selling the OG Apple Pencil as well as the 2nd gen Apple Pencil for users who own previous generation iPads, but I digress. Personally, this update to the Apple Pencil is huge. I love being able to pinch to quickly access tools, the same ones available here. So without having to move your Apple Pencil, you can switch pens or change brush sizes. And third-party developers can customize it to their respective apps. So for example, while using GoodNotes, my tools look different. You can also go into settings and customize what it does. Not only can you feel it when you squeeze, you'll be able to feel other things. Like for example, in the upcoming Procreate update, I can feel layers snap to the canvas edges when I move them. Then there's barrel roll. Previously, when you use the calligraphy pen, for example, a horizontal stroke would give you a thin line, while a vertical stroke would give you a thick line. Now, with one stroke, you can change the thickness just by rolling. You can see this when you hover your Apple Pencil above the screen. Also, if you look closely, you can even see the shadow of the tool that you're using. How cool is that? I have always loved the Apple Pencil, so I'm really happy with this update, and we'll be doing a dedicated Apple Pencil video real soon. The iPad Pro models get a new Magic Keyboard, while the iPad Air uses the OG one. The new keyboard comes with its own function row, and a larger glass trackpad. But what I love the most about it is its use of aluminum that matches the color of the iPad. Look at how that looks when you shut it close. It's so premium and really makes it look like a Mac notebook. Oh, and it's backlit as well. I know it's a pricey accessory, but I highly recommend it if you do a lot of typing on the go. Connecting the keyboard also enables all of your favorite Mac shortcuts, like invoking Spotlight Search. Okay, so first, the iPad Air is available in 4 colors, a new blue and purple, which are lighter, more pastel colors, Starlight and Space Gray. Of course, I'm partial to the blue one, but Space Gray is also a classic. The iPad Pro comes in either silver or the new Space Black, which we first saw on the most recent MacBook Pro. I'm still torn between Space Black and silver. Originally, I think I really wanted Space Black because that's the new color, but silver goes so well with the white Magic Keyboard, so I think I might end up with that setup when I order my own iPad Pro. Which brings us to our last question. Which iPad is my gadget match? Well, if I were to choose, I would definitely go for the 11-inch iPad Pro. I think I'll go for silver and pair that with a white Magic Keyboard. Definitely, I will get an engraved Apple Pencil Pro with my name on it. 1 terabyte of storage is enough for me, and the Nano-Texture glass. What about you? Which iPad are you guys picking up? Let me know down in the comments section below. And that's everything I've learned about the new iPads in my first 5 days with it. Guys, we have a lot more content coming your way, so make sure you're subscribed to this YouTube channel and hit that bell icon so that you get notified as soon as we upload. Follow me on social media for all the behind-the-scenes fun stuff, and for news and updates, make GadgetMatch.com your daily habit. Until the next video, I'm Michael Josh. Thanks for dropping by.